Be prepared. The world you knew before today no longer exists. Most people won't even notice. They'll wake up, go about their day, and assume it's just another moment in time. But if you are even slightly attuned, you can feel it. Something in the air has changed, an invisible tremor shifting through the fabric of reality. March 20th may appear like any other date on the calendar, but beneath the surface, a great unlocking is taking place. Today, three celestial forces are converging, creating an energetic surge so potent it will send ripples through existence itself. Whether you recognize it or not, you are standing in the wake of something immense. Some will rise with it, attuned to the unseen forces at play. Others will be left wondering why everything suddenly feels different. And if you've been experiencing strange physical sensations lately, like restless energy coursing through your body, unexplained headaches, or an odd sense of buzzing beneath your skin, keep watching, because these symptoms are not random. They are signals, a call that is meant for you. I'll explain why soon, but first you need to understand what's really happening today. This isn't just an astrological shift. It's a cosmic doorway, one that only a few will recognize and walk through. When three cosmic events align, they do not just mark time, they open a gateway, a rare portal of transformation that alters both the outer world and your inner being. Today is no ordinary day. It marks the arrival of the equinox, the sun's entrance into Aries, and the astrological new year. Three major forces colliding in one powerful moment. On their own, each of these events carries immense significance. But together, they form something far greater than the sum of their parts. This is not merely the start of a new season or the turning of a zodiac wheel. It is an initiation. But why does this matter? Because moments like this pass by unnoticed when we remain trapped in routine. We resist change, tether ourselves to old cycles, and fail to recognize the cosmic invitations being sent our way. But this time, the energy is too strong to ignore. Something is happening within you just as much as it is happening in the skies. You are being realigned, recalibrated, and awakened to something profound. Let's break it down. The spring equinox is a return to equilibrium. It restores the balance between light and dark, day and night, yin and yang, both in nature and within you. Have you felt the chaos inside you settling, even if just for a moment? Have your thoughts slowed, your emotions felt more measured, your intuition become clearer? This is the universe pressing reset on your internal compass. The doubts that once consumed you are beginning to dissolve, making space for a new kind of clarity. Then comes the Aries sun, igniting something deep in your core, a spark that refuses to be ignored. A restless energy stirs within you, whispering that you cannot stay where you are. It pushes you to question everything, your choices, your direction, the very nature of your existence. Have you felt it? That sudden urge to act, to change, to move? That is Aries energy surging through you, demanding forward motion, because this is not a time for hesitation. This is the beginning. And finally, the astrological new year delivers something invaluable, a vision. It lifts the fog that once clouded your perspective, allowing you to see how the scattered pieces of your life are intricately woven together. What once felt random is now revealing itself as part of a greater design. You may not have all the answers yet, but one thing is undeniable. You are not the same person you were yesterday. These three cosmic forces have aligned for a reason. You didn't ask for this, but something deep inside you is responding. Maybe it's subtle, like a quiet knowing in the back of your mind. Or maybe it's crashing over you like an unstoppable wave. Either way, you can feel it. The shift, the calling. And make no mistake, this has everything to do with you. The energy moving through the cosmos isn't waiting for permission. It is activating something ancient inside of you. An old knowing, a deep responsibility, a force that has lain dormant until now. And it's not just affecting you. Others are noticing. People are gravitating toward you, drawn to your presence, your words, your energy. You may not fully understand why, but there is a reason. This is not a coincidence. You are being initiated. The Aries sun does not tolerate hesitation. It is not here to gently guide you forward. It is here to command you into action. The astrological new year is the turning of a page. The doorway is open, whether you are ready to step through it or not. This is not about waiting for the perfect moment. That moment is now. The world is shifting, and it needs those who can see beyond the illusion. Those who are willing to step up, rise above, and embrace their higher purpose. You are not being asked. You are being summoned. So you have a choice. Step into your power or be dragged forward anyway. Because ready or not, your role in this grand unfolding has already begun. Everything you have been through, the struggles, the betrayals, the moments of doubt, was never random. Every test was forging you, shaping you, preparing you for what comes next. And today, the first signs of transformation arrive. At first, it will be subtle, a sense that something has shifted, a newfound lightness in your being. The energy around you feels different. You enter a room, and for the first time in a long time, you do not absorb the chaos, because you have changed. And now it's time to embrace what that truly means. It moves around you now, like a distant echo, unable to reach you the way it once did. The chaos that used to seep into your bones, the energies that once left you drained, now swirl at the edges of your awareness, powerless to breach the barrier that has formed around you. Something inside has been fortified, a shield you never consciously built, yet one that has been woven into place with every challenge you've overcome. And with that shield, something else emerges. Clarity. That person who used to drain you with their words, their presence, their need for your energy, suddenly they have no hold over you. Their influence dissipates like mist in the morning sun. That situation that once sent you spiraling, consuming your thoughts and emotions, it barely scratches the surface now. You stand where you once crumbled. You are no longer as vulnerable as you were. The wounds of the past have sealed, and in their place, resilience. The universe has not just protected you, it has armed you. This next chapter is not about survival. It's about activation. The same energy that once overwhelmed you now fuels your fire. The same chaos that once shook you now lies beneath your feet. You are moving differently, walking with purpose, stepping forward not as someone lost in the tides of change, but as someone shaping the waves themselves. You are no longer reacting to life, you are directing it. And right now you stand at the 0 point of Aries. This is the cosmic reset button. The wheel of the zodiac has completed its cycle, and with it, the energetic patterns, the struggles, the lessons of the past year begin to dissolve. This is a rare moment, a moment when you are invited to set everything down, but only if you choose to. Most won't notice. They will carry their old burdens, dragging them like shadows stitched to their heels, mistaking them for identity. Out of habit, not necessity. Regret feels familiar. Guilt feels safe. But you feel the shift. You hear the invitation. It whispers, set it down. Let go of the heaviness, the outdated stories, the illusions you've clung to about who you are and what you're capable of. The past has played its part, but it does not belong where you are going. And here's the truth. You don't have to drag an expired version of yourself through this new doorway. Ask yourself, what are you still carrying from the past year? What weight no longer belongs to you? Because this isn't just a new chapter. It's not even a new book. It is an entirely new library. A library filled with stories you have yet to imagine, realities you have yet to create. But you cannot enter this new space while clinging to what is already finished. The door is open, but you cannot walk through it holding the past in one hand and the future in the other. You must choose. And when you do, when you step across this threshold, weightless, unburdened, free of all that has expired, you will feel it instantly. A lightness you forgot existed, a clarity you thought was lost, a pulse in your chest, steady and sure, whispering, this is it. This is where it all begins again. Because this isn't just a cycle resetting, it's you resetting. And remember when I said that, if you've been feeling strange sensations lately, headaches, buzzing energy, restless sleep, there's a reason. This is it. This isn't just an energetic shift, it's physical. It's humming through your system, recalibrating you at a cellular level. You don't just sense it, you feel it. A buzzing under your skin, like static before a storm. A heaviness and lightness at the same time, as if your body is anchoring itself against something unseen. A thirst, not just for water, though you may find yourself drinking more, but for something deeper. A pull, an ache, an unspoken longing, as if your entire being is reaching for something it doesn't yet have words for. And then there's sleep. It feels different. Maybe you wake up at strange hours feeling like something just shifted. Maybe your dreams are more vivid, layered with symbols, memories, messages, things that feel important, even if you don't quite understand them yet. And in fleeting moments throughout the day, time seems to slow. Your thoughts grow quiet. The air itself hums with an energy you can't explain. It's as if the very fabric of existence is rearranging itself, and your body knows it before your mind does. It's syncing, adapting, preparing, because you are adjusting to something much bigger than yourself. And whether you realize it or not, you are already stepping into it. The Earth's energy field is shifting. The cosmos is vibrating at a higher frequency. And if you are sensitive, if you are tuned in, you are picking up on it in real time. The question is, will you embrace the shift, or will you resist what is already happening within you? Because the doorway's open, and soon you will have to step through. It's not just a feeling, it's an upgrade. A new frequency is downloading into your system, rewiring something deep inside of you. Not everyone will notice it. Many will move through today as if nothing has changed. But you know better. If you're tuned in, it's undeniable. And here's what you need to understand. This isn't just happening to you. It's happening for you. Every pulse, every restless moment, every sudden wave of emotion or clarity, it's your body adjusting, unlocking, aligning with what's next. Something is waking up inside of you. You don't need to fully understand it. You just need to notice it. Because the more aware you are, the more you can work with this energy instead of resisting it. This shift is already in motion. You are already in it. And here's something important to remember. What you're feeling could be linked to the equinox energy, or it could be something even bigger. Always trust your intuition. And if at any point you feel overwhelmed, uncertain, or physically unwell, it's okay to check in with a health professional. You know your body best. You know when something is shifting inside of you. And today, that shift is at its peak. You have one day to spark your new reality. Right now, the energy is raw, untamed, and alive. It's not waiting passively for you to notice it. It's pressing against you, surrounding you, daring you to move, to act, to step forward before your mind finds an excuse to hesitate. You can feel it, that pulse, that charge in the air, that feeling that something is just waiting to be unlocked. And here's the truth. Energy like this doesn't linger. It peaks, it surges, and then it fades, leaving behind only the choices you did or didn't make. Right now, in this exact moment, the doors are open. You are standing at the threshold of your next cycle. The universe is waiting for a signal, a move, a declaration that you are ready to step through. Every action you take today carries 10 times the power. It ripples further, weaving itself into the timeline ahead. But here's what most people do. They wait. They hesitate. They convince themselves they have time. They tell themselves they'll figure it out later. And then, later comes. But the momentum is gone. The clarity is lost. The shift has passed. And they wonder why they're stuck in the same patterns, the same cycles. Not this time. Not for you. Today is not just another day. It is the moment you set your world in motion. That thing you've been putting off, the idea that's been lingering in the back of your mind, the change you know you need to make. This is the time. Send the message. Make the commitment. Take the first step, no matter how small, and watch what happens next. Because after today, the energy shifts, the window narrows, and the moment you have right now will be gone. Will you take it? Because whether you realize it or not, the blueprint for your next year is already uploading. This is the real reset. Not January 1st, not some man-made resolution date. This is the universe handing you your next chapter. The roadmap, the coordinates, the instructions coded into your very being. And right now it is activating. The signs are everywhere. A sudden idea that feels too big, too ambitious, yet refuses to leave your mind. A name appears. Someone from your past, someone unexpected. A conversation takes a turn you didn't anticipate, and suddenly you feel it. A pull, a knowing. Like the universe just slipped you a message disguised as coincidence. And then there's the gut feeling, that undeniable sense that something is aligning, but you can't quite put it into words. You don't need to. All you need to do is step forward. If you're still watching, I want to thank you for your presence. If this content resonates with you, consider subscribing to the channel. Your support is deeply appreciated. And if you've been feeling the shift, if you've noticed the signs, drop a comment below. Share your experience. Until next time, stay aware, stay open, and step forward. The universe is waiting. Will you answer?